Hey guys, Creighton from Cray Outdoors Fishing. Today I'm going to be showing you how I keep my bank fishing tackle bag organized when I'm out hiking around and fishing for different species. So stay tuned for that. Before I get into that, just some quick updates for those of you that follow my videos. My summer assignment in the Watkins Glen area has ended. So right now I'm back in Western New York. I'm more than likely going to start making videos from the southern tier of Western New York area again, exclusively, unless I find another job somewhere else. I'm currently unemployed, which gives me the opportunity actually to head out to our cabin in the Poconos. I'm going to be meeting some college friends up there, so that's what I'm going to be doing next week. 2 weeks from now, you can be expecting a video uploaded like almost every day from that trip. Hoping to catch my personal best bass, at least for the year. Lakes up there are just loaded with bass. Now that I know a lot more about bass fishing, I'm excited to get out there and put a hurting on some fish. Loaded with big pickerel too. I know you guys are probably getting sick of bass and pickerel videos, but one more week of that, and like I said, I'll be with my college friends and my one friend who knows a ton about bass fishing. He's the one who's taught me next to YouTube more than anybody else. So be looking forward to those videos. I'll be doing another camp vlog and hopefully get some bears on film. The bears just sort of roam the streets at night out there where my cabin is, so it's pretty cool. So stay tuned for all that. I'm packing up for that trip. That's why I have everything somewhat organized at the moment, and why I'm going to try and crank out a couple of these videos. I'm also going to be making a video showing you all of my tackle, everything I have, at least in the way of lures. I'll put the link in the description to that for a longer version, where I'll go over everything in detail. That's going to be a long video. That might not happen until after this Poconos trip, just because I'm not going to have time to upload it, so that video might get uploaded a week from now. But check the link in the description. Otherwise, subscribe, and it'll be the next video that I upload. So, here's how I keep my tackle bag organized. So, this here is my bank fishing tackle bag. Now, out of everything I've ever bought fishing-wise, fishing poles, the kayak, lures, out of everything, I consider this bag right here by far the best investment I have ever made. It has made my life so much easier, and while the fishing tackle in the back of my car does not always stay organized, my room certainly does not stay organized, this thing is actually pretty easy to keep organized. It usually always stays organized, and everything is just right here and easy to access when I need it. This is a Wild River tackle bag. I didn't like it at first, actually, because I don't know, the pockets were not as deep as I wanted them to be, but I grew into it, and I don't know, now I really love it. It's 2 years old. I bought it 2 years ago. You can see it still pretty much looks new. I used to buy those little tackle bags, not the backpacks, but the little tackle bags from Walmart that were like 20, 30 bucks. And you know, a month into it, all the pockets would rip and just form one giant pocket, and everything would always be a mess. This thing just always stays nice and organized. Definitely suggest, if you're a bank fisherman, getting a tackle backpack. Invest the money, get a good one. It doesn't have to be this one, but definitely get a tackle backpack. This thing, like I said, has just made life so much easier. Show you some of the features. It's got a little light on it, which is good for fishing at night or whatever. In here's the main compartment you can keep. It's actually insulated, so you can keep sodas and night crawlers and stuff in there. I usually fill it with soft plastics and things. But anyway, let me show you how I keep it organized. That's what this video's ultimately about. First of all, my hook removers are right here. Super easy to get to unhook the fish. Rapala grips right here, snap onto it. They're right there, extremely easy to grab when I catch a big fish. This thing, oh my goodness. It came with the retractor it came with broke. You saw me get these retractors in my unboxing video. My nail clippers are always right here. Never have to go looking for them, just makes being able to access them and get rigged up so much easier having those here. In here, got a bunch of stuff. I got my measuring tape, It always stays right there. I used to leave my measuring tape behind and things. Once I got this organized bag, I always put it back there, and I haven't lost one since. And this one's a great one. I actually got it in a geocache. Perfect for fishing. Anyway, I keep split shots in here. I keep bullet weights in here. Things that would be easy. Some sinkers. Things that would be easy to lose in one of the big pockets. And here they're easy to find. Little bait holder hooks for small stream trout fishing. I also keep some swivel snaps in here, and this whole little pocket right here is just swivel snaps. And this one is the hooks that I primarily use when I'm bass fishing. 5/0 worm hooks, tube hooks, and 5/0 extra wide gap hooks. They're always right there, easy to access when I need them. In this little pocket here, I keep chatterbaits and miniature buzz baits. Oops, chatterbait. Ooh, that's another chatterbait. Somewhere in here, yeah, my mini buzz baits. Always kept there, easy to find, easy to get. In this pocket, I keep my treble hooks and some others. I keep smaller hooks in here too. All my steel leaders. This is like my pike pocket. I always have these treble hooks on me. These are actually, those are not supposed to be there. Those are trailer hooks for spinners and stuff. I don't know, somewhere in here I have regular size 2 hooks. I'll put that where it belongs. But yeah, I always keep treble hooks and steel leaders handy in case I see a big pike and can't get it to bite on anything. I'll catch a little bluegill or perch or something and throw it on the hook, and boom, catch a big pike or muskie. Or bass. That method works for bass too. Of course, you don't need the steel leader in that case, but showed you those pockets. I'll show you these pockets. On this side, these pockets have a little, I don't know how well you can see, these pockets have a divider in them. On this side of the divider, I keep spinner baits, like bass spinners, not inline spinners, which I mostly use actually for pike. And on this side, I keep big buzz baits. So those stay there, those stay nice and organized. And this little pocket thinger here, I always have a stringer. I always have a stringer handy in case something swallows it and I keep it, or if I'm just keeping fish, to keep fish for food. On this side, I keep all of my bobbers and fluorocarbon leaders in here. Now, in these pockets, I used to back in the day. I'm not going to show you all my bobbers and stuff now. Like I said, eventually I'll do after this video, I'm going to do a full video where I'll show you everything. These pockets here also work great for holding soft plastics. I used to keep Senkos on one side and Super Flukes on the other side. I might go back to doing that because I do more lure fishing nowadays than bait fishing. But yeah, these pockets work great for holding bags of soft plastics and keeping them organized as well if you're not into bait fishing. Like I said, next summer I might go back to doing that just because I did very little bait fishing this summer and I don't plan to next summer. But I will be getting into steelhead fishing, in which case I'll be using the fluorocarbon leaders and the floats. So I'm not gonna, I'll wait till after steelhead season. And that's the thing, you can change how this tackle box works for the season as well. Oh, the feature I forgot to show you. It's got a rain fly, so you cover it when it rains. I can control the weather with this thing. If it's raining and I put this on, it stops raining. If I take it off, it starts raining. I think this is sort of, I don't know. I don't see why they don't just make the whole bag waterproof. Rain fly is kind of dumb in my opinion. But I actually, sometimes I shove, like, sweatshirts and things into that pocket. Anyway, okay. And of course, the big pocket, some things that always stay. Well, first of all, it's got this side pocket here, which I keep hooks in. Hooks that I don't use. The hooks that I use often, I keep in this pocket. The hooks I don't use as often, swim bait hooks and things like that, I keep in here. It's things that always stay in here, that never leave. Toilet paper, little camping travel toilet paper. Insect repellent, that never leaves. And my mini first aid kit. These 3 things I've used a lot more than I've liked about insect repellent. This year actually hasn't been a bad year for insects. Most years I use that every time. And anyway, so yeah, and then on top of that, I just throw whatever soft plastics it is that I'm going to be using that day in here. I'll also I have a big thing of my lead sinkers. I'll put that in this pocket, and I just switch them out depending on what I'm fishing for that day. If I'm bait fishing, I'm going to have my lead sinkers and bait holder hooks and things like that in there. Where if I'm bass fishing, I'll have, you know, my soft plastics, Sinkos and Super Flukes and things like that. So it just depends on the day and what I'm targeting, what all I put in this big pocket. This big pocket is the least organized thing, but I usually just keep big things in it, like bags of soft plastics are, you know, big and bulky and easy to find. These things, yeah, it's sort of a mess in there, but they're big and bulky and easy to find in the big pocket. So that's how I keep all that organized. And of course, all of my hard baits and some of my soft plastics I keep in the tackle trays down here. And eventually I'll go through all of them, but yeah, you just take whichever tackle tray, whatever you're going to be fishing for that day, and organize accordingly. I have like 10 tackle trays, and rarely do I ever actually run into a situation where I don't have room, because I'm usually targeting a specific species that day, and of my 10 trays, there's usually 4 trays that I have in mind that I stick in here, and everything stays very organized. If you're watching this video, you more than likely can fit all of your tackle in these 4 trays. I've really started hoarding tackle just in the last couple years since I've graduated college. That's pretty much it. That's how I keep my bank tackle good and organized. And it's, you know, obviously a matter of keeping your tackle trays organized. This is top water. I mean, these are spinners, jerk baits. This is sort of my lazy soft plastics bin where I just sort of throw soft plastics in here when I'm done with them. But this is also where I keep my tubes and my swim shads stay in this box. So yeah, it all just depends on what I'm doing that day. I have a small stream box that I use when I'm small stream fishing, a steelhead box when I'm steelhead fishing. Yeah, everything stays nice and organized. The only time I ever have trouble deciding which tackle trays to throw in here are days when I'm targeting multiple things, when I'm going to the river with pike, muskie, and bass, you know, all in mind, and trout, you know, all in mind. But most of the time, you know, it's pretty easy. Okay, I'm going for pike, and I choose the 4 tackle trays that, you know, I choose my spoons, my soft plastics, my jerk baits, and my spinners, you know. Small stream, I pretty much keep everything in the small stream thing. I have a panfish box of just little tiny tubes and things. I'll throw that in there, and the spinners and the spoons in there when I'm small stream fishing, just for extra lures. So yeah, everything stays pretty organized. The system works great. Definitely worth investing in a tackle bag. Just having these things all right here, not having to dig for stuff, just makes life so much easier. So stay tuned. We'll be making a video showing you all of my tackles. Stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to Cray Outdoors. Rewatching the video, one thing I forgot to mention, sunglasses. Sunglasses stay right here. I used to be very bad about leaving sunglasses behind because I'd take them off my head and put them on my shirt or something, and they'd fall off, you know, once the sun went down. Now I never lose them. I take them off my head, I put them here, I go fishing, I take them out of here, I put them back on my head. Stays organized. This thing holds them, keeps them nice and protected when you're traveling. Great. So, forgot to mention that. See ya.